everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you haven't, my name is Ellie. On this channel I budget my husband's unemployment income, occasionally his YouTube income. If I DoorDash, then I budget that income. And yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I do any of that, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I upload every Monday and Wednesday and occasionally on Fridays if I have another video to upload. And today I'm going to budget for the first week of April, so I'm super excited. It's a new month. If you haven't already, I just filmed and uploaded on Friday a sinking fund closeout, so that video is up. Actually, I think that came out on Saturday. I also uploaded a Q&A mukbang, so if you want to get to know a little bit more about me, that is up. But I have all my supplies here, so I'm drinking some coffee. This is in like a Starbucks Washington mug, and it's really cute. It's my favorite like travel mug. And then I have my budget book here, which this is just a blue with like gold polka dots spiral notebook, and it's also hardcover, which I really like. And then I found this sticker and I just put it on here, and then it also has lines, just gray lines, which I really like. So that is my journal. And then I am using some highlighters. These all serve a different purpose. I use this blue one for basic needs, this one for bills and subscriptions, this for when I'm calculating my income but I haven't taken out everything from it yet, and then this for my savings. So these are the zebra mild liners if you are interested in them. And then I'm using some whiteout because I always have to use whiteout in like every video. And then the pen I'm using is this Sharpie S Gel pen. So let's get into it. I'm not trying to be like in a hurry, but I do start school at 11 and it's already 9:30 and I have to film 2 videos and get ready for school. So yeah, I'm just gonna open my budget book to this page, which I did not set it up yet. So that might take some time also, which it's right here. So as always, the first category is basic needs. So I'm just gonna write basic needs and underline it. I'm also going to list out all of my basic needs, and then I will pop back in with you when I'm ready to budget them out. Alright, so these are all my basic needs listed out, and I actually have some good news for you guys. So my husband and I's lease is up on this apartment coming up in August. However, we're going to be moving at the end of May. Someone is going to be taking over our lease when we move, and so we're just gonna move in with our with my parents to save money, and also to look for another apartment, because we're going to be moving back to the same area that we live in now. But for the summer, my parents don't live here. They live an hour away from here. So we're just going to do a lot of things at the house and work on our garden. And we're also going to be trying to sell my grandma's house. So we have a lot of like big plans. I also want to get a job, so we'll see how that goes. But the main goal is just to save as much money as we can before we move again. So starting right now, I'm already saving $110 a week to contribute to our home fund, because I have a goal of $3,200 by the time that we have to move again in September, just so it will cover all of the basic fees and first and last month's rent and things like that. So that is just the minimum goal. I want to have at least $3,200, but if we can contribute more to that, then that would be perfect. So As you guys know, I am 2 months ahead on pretty much all of my basic needs and bills and subscriptions. I think the ones that I'm not right now is electricity, but I'm still a month ahead. I'm just not 2 months ahead because, long story short, when I was doing this, it was taken out like the day before I did it. So I was 2 months ahead for like a day, but I am 2 months ahead on rent, renter's insurance, the internet, Ryan's phone, groceries and gas and things like that. So because I'm 2 months ahead on rent already and we're only going to be staying here for 2 months, I don't need to contribute to it anymore. I actually have way more than enough. So I'm not going to be putting anything in rent, which is very surprising, I know. So from now on, I'm not going to be contributing anything else to rent because we are already fully funded. The same with renter's insurance. I have 2 months worth, and yeah. Electricity, I'm going to keep contributing to it even though we're ahead. I still want to have a little bit more before I'm comfortable just not putting anything into it. Internet is fully funded for the next 2 months, and then we're gonna have to cancel that as well. And so I'm not adding anything to internet, but the rest I am. So for electricity, I'm actually going to be adding 2 weeks worth of electricity just because I can. So I'm going to be putting in $28 into electricity, and I'm going to do the same thing with Ryan's phone. So instead of adding $9, I'm going to add $18 just because I can. For groceries, we budget $250 a month, so that comes out to $32 a week minimum, but I want to see how much exactly we have in here. Okay, so for groceries, I'm still just gonna add the 32 because we have more than enough. And then gas, I'm going to add the 13 that I usually add. So because I'm using a gel pen, I'm going to highlight before I total this all up. And let's total it up, you guys. So I'm gonna pull out my calculator. I just use my phone's calculator. So here we are. I'm going to do 28 plus 18 plus 32 plus 13. And the total comes out to $91. So I'm going to move this off to the side again. And the next category that I do is bills and subscriptions. We only have 3 of these. And those are Spotify, Adobe, and iCloud. We are also 2 months ahead on these as well. But obviously we're still going to be using these when we move, so I'm just going to keep contributing to them. Nothing really changes with those. Spotify is $5.39 a month because I have the student plan. And so I'm going to be just adding $1. Adobe gets its usual $3, and I add that to the business envelope. So when I do my cash stuffing, you will see that. And then iCloud also gets $1. And I'm gonna highlight this in red. My bills and subscriptions, when there's nothing unusual like annual fees added, is always $5. So now I'm going to get into my income. So I'm gonna move over here because this is where I like to add my sinking funds. So I'm gonna go to the top right corner and write income. And I usually write out unemployment, DoorDash, and YouTube. Those are like our main 3 sources of income right now. For unemployment, we got paid $4.91 this week. For DoorDash, I did not DoorDash. And then YouTube, we didn't get paid this week. And I don't think we get paid until next month. So the total for income, I like to highlight in this purple color because it is income, but we haven't taken anything out of it. And because all we have is the $4.91, we don't need to add anything. So our income that we're going to be working with is $4.91. So now I'm going to move into our calculation. So I'm just going to write out calculation here. So the first thing we do is we write week 1 income. So week 1 income. Then we're going to subtract basic needs. And if we are subtracting our basic needs, then we're going to take the $4.91 and we're going to subtract $91. So obviously that will be $400, but I will show you. So we're going to do $4.91 minus our basic needs, which is $91, which that just worked out perfectly. Wow. So then we're left with $400. Then we're going to subtract our bills and subscriptions. And so then we're going to take this and subtract this red one here. So we're going to do -5. Then we're left with, and I'm going to highlight this in green because this is what we are really left with for our savings. So I'm going to write $395 left for savings. Okay, so now I'm going to move down here. The category title is sinking funds. I'm going to list them all out and then I will get back to you guys when it's time to talk about what we're contributing to each fund. Okay, so here is all of my sinking fund categories listed out. I'm going to pull up my phone here because we're going to be obviously taking what we have left and subtracting it for all of our categories. So up first is emergency. Emergency isn't going to be getting anything. Then I'm going to look at my sinking funds here. So let's go straight into home. Home is going to be getting its usual $110. So we have 110. Then we're left with 285. I'm going to put 46 into business, which kind of sounds like a random number, but when I add it to the total in here, it will come out to an even number. So I'm going to subtract 46. We're left with 239. Next, I'm going to go into, let's see, fun and dates. Fun and dates is going to get 26. So I'm going to add 26 to fun and dates. So we're left with 213. For car maintenance, I think I'm going to put 64. Which we haven't been having like any trouble, but I don't want to like jinx it. So I'm gonna add 64. So then we're left with 149. And the next fund, I'm gonna do school. I'm gonna do 41 into school. So let's see. 41. Then we're left with 108. The next fund I'm gonna go into is probably Eugene's. I'm just gonna add that $8. So let's see, minus 8. Then we're left with $100. Gifts, we can add 15. So minus 15. We're left with 85. We have toiletries and travel left. So let's see. Toiletries has $146, so I'm just gonna add $4 to make it $150, so minus 4. So then we're left with 81, and I'm just gonna put 81 into travel. So let's add that all up and make sure that it adds up. So 8 plus 81 plus 110 plus 64 plus 41 plus 26 plus 15 plus 4 plus 46, and we're left with $395, which is what we have written here. Okay, so this is my budget for week 1 of April. Things are going to turn out very good now that we don't have to pay our rent, our renter's insurance, or our internet anymore every week until we move again. We don't have very big expenses anymore because our rent and our internet were probably 2 of the bigger ones. I was able to add money to every sinking fund that I wanted to, and I am about to cash stuff. So I'm going to do my cash breakdown off camera, and then I will film a cash envelope stuffing with you guys. So if you are interested in seeing me cash stuff this amount, then stay tuned for Wednesday's video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!